Hello, my name is Emily Winters. I'm very passionate about art. I love how one can express themselves in any way, and I continue to work with my teachers and mentors to improve my artistic abilities and try new techniques. They show me new aspects of art, teaching me about why and how artists create artwork and the underlying messages of each one. I would love to use this opportunity to learn more and incorporate the elements of art and principles of design into my artwork. I love learning about and practicing art and have taken several art classes outside of school. I especially love using my artistic abilities to help my school and community, such as the Memory Project, the Angels Among Us Pet Adoption Organization, and Tapestry, a school for autistic students. I'm willing to take risks and work to overcome artistic failures, and am interested in strengthening my artistic capabilities in all materials from oil paints to pottery, as well as gaining a better understanding about the purpose of art itself. The title of this artwork is Wild. The materials are watercolor, ink, acrylic, pencil, and Sharpie. It is 21 by 27.5 inches and was completed in 2018. This is the piece of artwork which I am most proud of. The purpose of this piece was to combine abstract components inspired by Kandinsky and realism into a unified composition. I've grown up riding horses, and the one shown is modeled after a horse I rode this summer named Freckles. Everything in the piece, from the flowers to the planet in the background, really let the wildness and mystic aspects of the horse shine through. Also, most items such as the planet draw the viewer's eye to the eye of the horse, making the piece feel more personal. The themes of shape and line are repeated in the background, with the line that comes down the left side, the circle crossing through the horse's cheek, and a long curved line that travels from the lower right and curves around the large yellow rose to create balance. The piece is unified through repeating flowers, but there is also variation in the material and technique that each flower is done in. The green and red colors in the piece are complementary, which unify it further and allow for a pleasing aesthetic. Cross-hatching and shading are used in the realistic regions of the horse to give it form and make it appear lifelike. The flowers in the upper left-hand corner utilize negative space to be seen, showing the watercolor night sky more than the flowers themselves. This contrasts the lighter colors shown around the piece and emphasizes the vastness of space while also tying into the watercolor planet as well. The most challenging part to this piece was drawing the flowers in the middle, as it took a lot of courage, but they do a good job of breaking up space without stealing too much of the viewer's attention. The title of this piece is Figure Drawings. The materials are colored pencil, Sharpie, and watercolor. It is 18 by 24 inches and was completed in 2018. This piece of artwork was the most challenging for me. All the people on the page, including lines in the background, are figure drawings done from live models. I had ranging from 2 to 4 minutes to complete each figure on the paper, forcing myself to look at the quick curve of the spine, tilt of the shoulders and hips, and placement of the head for the base of each person. This shows the use of proportion and line in my artwork. Also, I used some shading with Sharpie and watercolor on the figures to give the appearance of form. I wanted to leave the figures fairly undetailed because I focused more on the proportions and movement. For this piece, I wanted to emphasize the figure in the middle because it was in a very powerful stance. I chose to put a lot of rich red color around her and transition to green, then blue, to emphasize her. Red is a color that signifies impact or action, while blue and green are more calming colors. This leads the viewer's eye from any figure on the page to the central figure. The figures in the page are displayed symmetrically in their locations. This creates balance in the artwork where no one side feels heavier than the other. The title of this piece is Still Life. The materials are Prismacolor pencils. It is 17 3/4 by 22 inches and was completed in 2018. This is a piece that I definitely learned the most about color theory from. It is an observational still life of a plant with pieces of rope and a chair leg peeking through. This piece is abstracted in the sense that it is heavily magnified on a very large canvas. For this piece, I was learning about color theory, so there was no black used in the piece. I was forced to shade using the complementary color or create the black background with a triad color scheme of orange, green, and purple. For the lighter values, I either use the natural white of the page or other lighter colors, such as yellow with the green leaves or orange with the brown rope. This also helped to create contrast to differentiate objects. In reality, colors bounce off each other, so the plant may have some hints of orange or the chair leg has hints of green in it. This also helps to unify the piece. The largest challenge for me was to get the depth correct because I often found myself drawing what I thought was there and not what was in front of me. I drew it from an easel so I could spend more time staring at the objects than the paper itself, and I used a correct scale so objects higher up on the page and farther away were smaller than objects placed in the front. Thank you for your time and consideration.